I am sorry to make that last video so short. My brother had walked in the middle of the video, so this is I guess part two. If I don't have enough time for this, cause I might have to go eat dinner, but I will make part three. So what I was getting into is 3 batteries. Just take them all out, and I'll just take one out for now, but it's pretty thick in there. So you can put, you could put maybe like 4 or 5 bills in there, like packed tight. But that's pretty good. Nobody's gonna go in there to, nobody's gonna go in the battery case of a little MP3 player. And as I said, this is actually really hard to do with your fingers. So like, I can do it, but most people are. And then it takes a couple minutes, a couple seconds, but it's really easy. Just click it. You can hear it just clicks. Alright, now that's the next one. Now the next one, alright, this is an old PSP that doesn't work anymore. If you have this thing, this is a pretty old game device. These are pretty fun. I play basketball, and you could also, and I got this at Best Buy. I picked it up for $10. Now this, I don't know how much money was this. I got it for my birthday, but I guarantee you can get it from GameStop, Best Buy, online. You can get it from a lot of places. Anything that sells video games or anything, or like electronics. So what you do is, over here has a battery case, and now I've taken the battery out already because the battery doesn't work, and I'm gonna try to get a new one, maybe sell it. The battery is about this thick, and it's like this, and you have a really good, decent spot in there. It's pretty thick, as you can see right here. It's pretty thick. It's about maybe like this big. So you can hide money, you can hide coins. Let me see. Basically, you can hide money and like everything that I'm gonna show you. But you can hide like if you want to hide like a flash drive. I probably won't want to hide a flash drive, but. And also, like, if you want to multitask, you can put like headphones in here. You could actually put headphones in here if you want to hide them, or if you like stole them, you can put them in here. Yeah, so that's it for the PSP. The PSP is not, it's a decent spot. So now this right here is cologne, and it's Playboy cologne. I don't know. My friend actually gave this to me. And I actually have 2 now because I ordered one online for about $2. Search up Playboy cologne, and this one's actually empty now. So what I've done, this is what I'm going to do with this one, because it's I don't know. When this is my full one, actually. Sorry. The empty one it is in my dad's car. My dad's not here right now. So what I did with the empty one is if there's a couple things, there's like a couple layers right here, 1, 2, and then the spray thing. So what I did was I took actually like a razor blade, or you can use a razor blade, X-Acto knife, and it was actually pretty hard. I had to work it a little bit, but you cut this thing off right here, or you can cut it off lower, but I try to cut it off right here because it's a bigger space that you can put it in. If you cut it up here, then it's smaller. But so I cut that off, and then I put on the other one, I took like, my mom had some scrapped Velcro left over, so I put the sticky part on one side and then the sauce part on the other. So and then you just, it's actually on there pretty good on my other one. So you just rip that thing up, because I glued the what's called the I glued it on there, so when you pull it off, the Velcro, I glued it on there, so when you pull it off, the Velcro won't come off. And you can put anything in here, basically. You can put, you can use it, basically. You don't have to put the top back on. You can use it for anything. Of course, you can put money in here. Coin-wise, you could probably fit like a nickel and everything else. Lower than that, you might be able to fit a quarter. I've never tried. And you could put, if you like have some like all this like electronic stuff around that you don't want to use, shove it in there, put it on, and make sure that you put after, when I put my stuff in here, I put it at the bottom, and then I put a bunch of paper napkins in there and tissues, so when you like pick it up, it's not heavy. It's heavy, but it's not empty, so that it's like, so if your mom comes to see if it's empty and there's nothing in there, she's gonna throw it out, and then whatever was in there is lost. So put some paper in there so it's a little heavy, and then put that cap back on, and it's perfect. Now that's on mine. Now, right here is deodorant, and this is my good one. My other one's almost done, so I'm about to do that with this. What I'm about to tell you with it. So what you do is basically this top part right here that's curved, you want to cut that off before you do this. But it has to be like, don't waste your deodorant, but I mean you could, but so you just cut the little round part off. If you can see, it's a little round, and then so what you do is cut that off, put that aside for now, and then you can so screw it all the way up. I don't want to screw this up enough so it'll fall out, because I use this one. But so what you do is you screw it up enough, and you basically take the deodorant. If there's a little bit left, just pull it right out. Or if, I mean, I could probably pull this right out right now, but I mean you could also see, now I've taken this out, and basically that's all empty. And what you can do, if I have like a little clear bottle, so maybe, I mean you can't really see through it, but you could see some stuff if you had anything in there. But what's good with mine is that you don't have it's not gonna fall off if you push it down. If like you take the cap off and put it down, it's not gonna fall off. So you can do this if you want to waste it and just cut that off, and then you take all this off, and it has two little compartments. This one is which goes on the screw in the middle, and you put whatever you want in there, I guess. I really don't care what you put in there, but then you take the round part that you put off and you put it back on. You put it back on the bottom right here. So if like your mom opens it or anybody opens it, it's not gonna seem suspicious because there's a top part on it. So it's gonna look like there's still deodorant. So yeah. Just let me. So then screw this, or like with mine, it's like I've used a lot of it. So if you actually, with the amount that I have right now that I just showed you, hold on, let me screw this down. So I've screwed this down to where I use it, and you guys can't see that, but it's a little see-through right here, and I have about this much room, so you can even put that in there, so it's like a little bit like more safe. And I picked this up at CVS. You can probably get a CVS, Walgreens, anything. I mean, it's not that. It's like $5, and it's pretty good. Next is a deck of cards. Now here's a deck of cards. I lost the box for this one, but if you want to have money, I mean, I would recommend a box. You could slid it in there. This is not the best one, but it's a way. You just put it in there and then put it back in the box. Or another way is, my friend, actually not my friend, I saw a video on YouTube where this guy took 10 cards off. So this guy took 10 cards off the deck, and then here's the rest of the deck. So then what he did was he cut along this square in the middle, and he cut every single card until there was a huge hole in all these cards. And then he then he took 2 cards, then he took 2 of these other cards, put it on, and then he put it on the bottom where your base is gonna be. So then so he put it on the bottom where the base is gonna be. Then what he did was he went with crazy glue and glued it on the inside, all around on the inside, the card's inside. So when it's on the outside, if somebody's like doing this, if somebody's doing this, it's still gonna move. So he glues it on the inside, and now that's actually a really good space. That's a huge space. So now you have, and then now you have a couple cards left over. So what you would probably do is put some cards on the bottom, and then put some cards on the top. So if like if somebody if like he wants to play cards, you can be like this. You can take them out from the bottom or anything, and then the top is solid. Or you can go like this, and if you do this, you're not going to see anything because it's glued on the inside. Now, you guys probably know where you can pick up a deck of cards. CVS, like little corner stores, drug stores, anything. Now we have 2 more. But I'm going to make another video on more places, like more advanced. Now, here's a Carmex bottle. And, what it is, there's chapstick in right here right now. When you're done, I have my Blistex bottle, and it's all done. And I hide stuff in there because and then I put it somewhere where nobody's going to find. So then that's pretty good. Pick up Carmex anywhere. I mean, I don't have to tell you that. Now this is the best thing right here. This little key and lock. Now I found this in my drawer one day. I was looking for something else and I found this. Now, what it is a little lock, and you can put it on like little bags that have 2 zippers. For example, one second. This is my Beats thing, my Beats case. Now this doesn't have 2 zippers it doesn't have 2 zippers, it has 1 zipper. But if you zip it to where it's closed, since this is so little, they're not going to be able to open it. So what you do, I mean I could use this, but I put my Beats in it. What you do is just put it through. Okay, damn it, this thing doesn't fit. Okay, but, so that's a bad example, but, so what you do is just take 2 of them, close them, and right when they're next to each other, just lock those 2 zippers together. And I mean, you can put anything in there. If it's a big bag, put a lot of stuff. If it's a little bag, like, if it's like a camera case, for this, that has 2 zippers, go ahead, put some stuff in there. Alright, that's basically it. I recommend this one, the lock. And I recommend the deodorant, and I recommend this, but I recommend the cologne and the camera too, because the camera's old. But for the cologne, I kinda recommend not getting Axe. I mean, of course, if you want to get Axe, go ahead, but my choice is not to get Axe because there's so many videos on YouTube right now of people showing you how to make safe empty spaces out of Axe. I mean, for Axe there's a lot more, like there's a big open space to put stuff in. Like right here there's a big open space. But it's gonna be really suspicious because like once you take the cap off, like if you're trying to when you spin the thing to get the thing up, it's not on there good. So when you spin it, it's gonna come off. This has a clip on, so it's much better. And like if somebody's looking at places to hide stuff and they find an Axe can, and your friend comes over and they want to see, they see you have an Axe can and they want to use it, and then they see it and then there's $100 in there, they're gonna steal it. So I'm just saying, well, I'm gonna make a 3rd video of places much better to hide, but this is just like pretty good stuff to hide in. So yeah, that's basically it. And if you're like holding money that you don't want to like drop out of your pocket, or if you're a girl and you don't want it to drop out of your purse, go ahead and put it in a case. Just put it right there in a case and put it right back on your iPod, and I will be back with the next video.